more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. In the small matters trust the mind, in the large ones the heart. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive, and will come forth later in uglier ways. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. In the depths of my heart, I cannot help being convinced that my dear fellow men, with a few exceptions, are worthless. All family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. The only unnatural sexual behavior is none at all. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. He does not believe, that does not live according to his belief. The ego is not master in its own house. When someone abuses me, I can defend myself, but against praise, I am defenseless. History is just new people making old mistakes. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility. And most people are frightened of responsibility. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. We understand very well how to interpret in other people the same acts, which we refuse to acknowledge in ourselves. Nothing that is mentally our own can ever be lost. Beauty has no obvious use, nor is there any clear cultural necessity for it. Yet civilization could not do without it. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. The weakness of my position does not imply a strengthening of yours. The mind is like an iceberg, It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. We are so constituted that we can gain intense pleasure only from the contrast, and only very little from the condition itself. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. It is inherent in human nature to consider a thing untrue if one does not like it. He who knows how to wait need make no concessions. Neurosis is no excuse for bad manners. Those who have eyes to see and ears to hear will soon convince themselves that mortals cannot hide any secret. It is not attention that the child is seeking, but love. It is a predisposition of human nature to consider an unpleasant idea untrue, and then it is easy to find arguments against it. Every man is a poet at heart. Rather than living our lives, we are lived by unknown and uncontrollable forces. Humans' intrinsic nature manifest in its misunderstandings. The paranoid is never entirely mistaken. One must learn to give up momentary, uncertain, and destructive pleasure for delayed, restrained, but dependable pleasure. No one who shares a delusion ever recognizes it as such. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The meager satisfaction that man can extract from reality leaves him starving. Nothing can be hidden from the superego, not even thoughts. Love is a state of temporary psychosis. So, this was Sigmund Freud and his philosophy in 50 quotes for you. I hope you enjoyed it. See you some other time, and before you go, give it a thumbs up if you like.